Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to feature the chat draft that we had on Twitch the other day, but it was chat draft with a twist. It was chat draft versus Hearth Arena, but I didn't include the scores for Hearth Arena while people were voting. So it was like kind of guess what you think Hearth Arena might say, see how you might disagree, and I was basically the referee in the matter calling the final shots. It was quite a wonderful experience that people asked for more, certainly, and yeah, if you liked this video, let me know, and we'll get some more out for you guys. Enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, you guys see this? This is my new tool here. I made this while I was starting the stream. I call it the Hearth Arena blocker. Alright. We're gonna bring back chat draft, but we're going to do it in a new way where I will leave Hearth Arena on, but the Hearth Arena blocker will block Hearth Arena until after chat's decision is locked in. So it's kind of gonna be chat versus Hearth Arena. Let's see how much you guys have learned. You're pogging so fucking hard right now. Alright, good. Good. I'm gonna pick Mage because I think historically on stream I've just played Mage the most. I'm gonna do 1 click per viewer, so do not spam click. Think about your decision. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds and then just, you know, slam it. Alright. Alright, we good? We got the ground rules down. Alright, good. Is the blocker up? It is. The Hearth Arena blocker is up. Alright, let's go. People are clicking already. You guys did not listen to me very well. Alright. Hearth Arena thinks one card is better than the others. Which card do you think that is? Alright. It looks like, it appears as if you guys suck, because the lowest rated card is the one that Hearth Arena thinks is the best. So, get wrecked, noobs. But that's okay. We have 29 more tries to redeem ourselves. Alright? Alright, good. Okay. We'll go with the chat draft pick for now. Okay, let me restart this one here. Alright, let's do it, boys. Okay. I see where you guys are going with this. Gurubashi Berserker. You think Gurubashi Berserker is that much better than the other 2 cards? I mean, I think it's probably better than Snap Freeze. I can go on a limb on that. You guys think it's that much better than Murloc War Leader? Do you? Well, you're right. But it's a lot closer than it might seem. 3 mana 3/3, guys. 3 mana 3/3. That's pretty good, actually. 3 mana 3/3 is pretty good. Yeah, really, really decent. Alright, let's do it here. We got Kona Cold versus Hoarding Dragon versus Akaris Veteran. We have some crowd control semi-board clear versus some dragon that you lose the game instantly when it gets dragon slain. Versus some actually pretty good 1-drop. Is that your final answer? Okay, well, let's have a look here. Well, looks like the majority of chat voted for the worst card, but I would say that Hoarding Dragon is not as good as it looks if you want to get high wins, because eventually it is going to get dragon slain, and when it does, you will lose. So if you're going for high wins, I take cards like these that are subject to extreme variance and typically throw them in the trash. So I probably would have gone with the Akaris Veteran, but that's okay, guys. It's okay. I'll have your back. I'm gonna take this one on. I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna get the Kona Cold. Okay, voting is up. We have Shifting Scroll, which can be any spell, but you have to keep in mind Shifting Scroll basically screws you out of any kind of spell jousting. Because it costs 0, it doesn't have any mana. Actually, you might lose versus a card that costs 0, if I had to guess. I think you might lose. Yeah, anyway. Explodinator is okay, and Microtech is okay. Yeah, interesting cards, interesting. Microtech. Chat says Microtech. Alright, let's have a look. Hearth Arena says, drumroll please, Microtech. Congratulations. Wow, look at that. You guys are redeeming yourselves already. That's impressive. Alright, here we go. We have healing through direct healing on Shroom Brewer, the taunt plus heal devastating combo of Rotten Apple Bomb, and War Gear. You have to keep in mind, it's pretty early in the draft, so the synergistic aspect of war gear is probably not hugely relevant, even though half of our deck has mechs in it at this point. There's votes coming in. Looks like Rotten Apple Bomb keeps increasing. Well, this appears to be rigged because chat is still consistently voting for the worst card. How about that? Yep. I'm going to overrule you guys and Hearthstone. I'm going to go with War Gear because I have faith in synergy. If I have 2 mechs and I'm picking War Gear, I'm just going to pick more mechs. I'm going to force that synergy out. Get wrecked. All right, here we go. Skaterbot, not really the handsomest mech, versus Microtech Controller, more mechs, versus lots of stats for 5 mana via Silverhand Knight. Scammed unsubbing. You want synergy, we'll give you more synergy. Well, that's good, because seems like my influence upon you guys is paying off here. Good call, Microtech Controller it is. Alright, next up, we have Hildnir Frost Rider, staple 3-drop. Cold Wraith, also a very good 3-drop, and we actually have Kona Cold for it. And we have Mind Control Tech, aka Destroyer of Dreams. You like the 3 mana for? Yeah, I think they're all good cards. I think all of these are good cards. But the best card seems to be Mind Control Tech. Who knew? Wow, that's insane. No way. I can't believe it. What are the odds that this card that we want banned from Arena for like 5 years now happens to be the best one? Wow. No way. Alright, let's go ahead and pick it. Alrighty, boys. Next up, we have Tanglefur Mystic, Rotten Apple Bomb, and Bittertide Hydra. If you look at our deck, we have no 1-drops, no 2-drops, and no direct damage. So, while Bittertide Hydra might be a good card, we might have to switch to an aggro deck should we pick Bittertide Hydra. People kind of guessed wrong on the Apple Bomb the last time, so I don't know if they'll fall for it twice. Alright, well, I'm sad to say that chat is actually correct with Hearth Arena. Hydra. Oh, look at that, dude! Hearth Arena and chat is tied. Wow. Dude, time to screenshot that shit. That's unbelievable. Are you kidding me? I didn't realize they were tied. What? Okay, good. The best part about this situation is I don't have to pick that stupid Hydra. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you for that. Alright. So now that we didn't pick the Hydra, we're not pushing aggro anymore. No smorking, guys. Screw the smork. We have Arcane Intellect. Oh, hold on. Let me enable the voting. We have Arcane Intellect. Value card. Igneous Elemental. Excellent Elemental synergy. And Corpse Taker, which seems to have synergy with Taunt, Divine Shield, and Lifesteal. Wow, that's pretty good, actually. And we don't have any 4-drops. Wow, how about that? That's not bad. I mean, if that card's ever going to be good, it's going to be right now, I imagine. Yeah, well, Hearth Arena doesn't think so. Hearth Arena thinks it's the worst card. But you know what? I'm gonna have faith in you guys on this one. I don't think I've ever willingly taken Corpse Taker in Arena, and this is as good of a time as any, I feel. So let's just slam it, I guess. Let's go, Corpse Taker. I'm with you. I'm with chat on this one. All right, here we have Nightmare Amalgam, aka gets destroyed by every single hate card. Sunwalker, which is pretty good because now we actually do have Corpse Taker. Or Unexpected Results. Summon 2 random 2-cost minions improved by spell damage, which we don't currently have right now. Alright, this is an easy one. This is an easy one. It's obviously Sunwalker. Alright, you guys got it. Good job. Good job. Let's pick that Sunwalker. And next up we have Nesting Rock, which is the great pile of stats on 5 mana. Blood Knight. We do have a few Divine Shields. We actually have 3 Divine Shields, really. And War Gear. More mechs. More mech synergy. That's not bad. War Gear, you guys like War Gear? Okay. I like War Gear too. But yeah, don't underestimate that Nesting Rock. I feel like a whole bunch of stats, especially weighted on the health side, is always going to be incredibly strong in Arena. You guys have to keep that in mind. But I'll go with War Gear. I think War Gear is certainly the more interesting choice. Okay, next up we have two 2-drops, and we currently have no 2-drops, so that's rather good, I would say. So we have 2-2-drops and a Fire Plume Phoenix. We don't currently have any Elemental Synergy, and we don't have any 2-drops, so a few things to keep in mind. The mini Fire Elemental's the best, yo. Well, is it? Are you sure? Is that your final answer, chat? Well, it's not changed. So yeah, I guess it's pretty final. Okay, I guess you're right. Yeah. To be honest, I think I would overrule this personally. I think I would go with a 2-drop, but either one I think is fine. But I'll go with it. If chat and Hearthstone seems to agree, I will step down. Next up, we have again 2-2-drops and Tangle for Mystic. Tangle for Mystic is of course a strong 3-drop, but I believe at least Wild Pyro is a pretty strong 2-drop. Direwolf is a very strong 2-drop, but it's typically not a card you play on turn 2, unless you have a whole bunch of 1s, I would say. Always overrule. How good is it with the Microbots? Oh, it probably is pretty good with the Microbots, actually. That's a good point. But let's not drag this on too long. Chat's got it. Wild Pyro, boys. Pretty good. But yeah, the Direwolf is actually particularly strong with the Microtech, which is probably why it has a pretty close score. It's not a 2-drop, but it can be a very good turn 4 play. Okay, we have a Pumpkin Peasant, Rockpool Hunter, 2-drop, and Shooting Star, which is a card that's probably relatively good if you don't have a 2-drop, because you can probably catch up on the board with it. One notable aspect is that Pumpkin Peasant's lifesteal works with the Corpse Taker. Currently we have 1 lifesteal minion via Zilliax, but if we draw Zilliax, we don't have lifesteal, but we do have Divine Shield and Taunt. Alright, you guys are doing pretty well here, but you missed a little bit on this one. To be fair, though, I think I would agree with chat. While Shooting Star is very good, I think I would rather just have a standard 2-drop in this position. So I'm going to go with the chat selection. I'm going to back you guys up on this one. Okay, now we have Kaboom Bot, which is a mech. Electro-Right, which we have 0 activators for. And a 2-drop. And the 2-drop synergizes with spell damage. But unfortunately, we don't really have spells. We have 1 Cone of Cold. So, yeah. It's a mech. It is a mech, but I think Kaboombot is a mech that you typically do not want to magnetize onto. And that's because it's typically a mech you want to just trade off immediately. If you dominate the board with it, your opponent might have like a fireball and he might basically disregard the death rattle effect. As such, you guys suck. Come on, guys, please. 2-drop. 2-drop. Do you see how many 2-drops we have? You don't have to count them. It's just clearly not enough. We need more, boys. More. 2-drop. 2-drop. We're going with 2-drop. Chat's getting overruled. Overruled, boys. Alright. Here we have Curio Collector, Arcane Intellect, and Cosmic Anomaly. With the consideration that we don't actually have spells. Or card draw, for that matter. Stop overruling. Oh, that's how it works, boys. If you use Hearthstone, sometimes you gotta be willing to lay down your opinion and go with the flow. I'm just teaching you guys right now. Shooting Star would have been nice. That is true. Shooting Star would have been nice. Chat says Arcane Intellect, and is chat right? They are correct. That is correct. Arcane Intellect. The other cards just don't really fit very well with the deck. So Arcane Intellect's gonna be the pick. That's a good call, guys. Good call. Next up, we have a 2-drop, which again, we don't really quite have enough of. We have a very good 3-drop. Stoneskill Basilisk is really impressive in Arena. And we have a very good 6-drop, and we currently have no late game. So, I do want to say, for the direction of the deck, we typically want to go in one direction, either a lot more early game or a lot more late game. If we just have a bunch of 3-drops and 4-drops, we're not going to win very much. So that's my recommendation for chat. And chat says, pick the big one. I'm going to agree with chat. I'm going to pick the big one. I think the Basilisk overall has more value, but this is pick number 17. I'm a little concerned that we won't get the heavy dudes. Alright, voting is up. We have Clockwork Automaton, which does work with Mage. You can get a 2 damage hero power here. The Doomed Apprentice, and the Skelemaster pack. No back, guys. If you guys vote back, I'm just voting myself. We're out of here, okay? I voted for you guys, okay? I backed up chat with the Bone Drake. Alright? Nah, you guys got this. This one's easy. Easy peasy. Clockwork Automaton, boys. No sweat. No sweat. Good job, good job. It's the only card that doesn't suck ass, so. Oh my god. 2 double spell damage cards. Are you kidding me? 2 double spell damage cards and a random spell generator. But keep in mind that we have not managed to run across any spell jousting mechanics. So, you know, pick number 19, Shifting Scroll, is probably a lot better than it is pick number 1, just based on where you are in the draft. Looks like most people want Shifting Scroll. Hearthstone wants us to pick the 4-drop. It probably wants us to pick the 4-drop because we just kind of need a 4-drop as well. And I think, well, that might be right. I'm willing to go with you guys on this one. Keep you guys happy. Let's shift it up. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. We have a whole bunch of taunts starting at 3 mana. We have Book of Specters, again with the consideration that we have very few spells. We have 3 spells right now. And we have Dragon's Fury, which is normally pretty good, but it is a spell jouster, and we literally just picked Shifting Scroll. So I think that is a very important little detail there. If you do joust into Shifting Scroll with Dragon Fury, it does not do damage whatsoever. Yeah, I think I would have picked Dragon's Fury if we didn't just pick the Shifting Scroll, for the record. But yeah, you guys got it again. There you go. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Here we have Polymorph, just premium hard removal. Primordial Drake, with the consideration that our only current board clear is Cone of Cold. Or Bone Mare, which is rather fitting because we're likely to have a minion, as, well, most of our deck is minions. High bucket. This is indeed a high bucket, and indeed, you guys got it. That's some tough competition, though, guys. Good job if you voted for Primordial Drake. Certainly tough one to figure out. Even though it is a number of points above, I think Bone Mare and Polymorph were both very fair guesses in this case. Next up we have Night Prowler, so if we have no minions, that seems rather unlikely, as we have mostly minions in our deck. Shifting Scroll, which is a little bit worse now, because we have a Book of Specters, or Pumpkin Peasant, which we did not pick the last one. Not a particularly high-rated card, but we do get the double lifesteal activator for our Corpse Taker if we need it. Shifting Scroll. Hearth Arena says not Shifting Scroll, but you know what? I'm good with going for Shifting Scroll for you guys. Don't worry about that. I gotcha. Let's do it. Next up, we have Spring Rocket, which is kind of like removal, because we don't really have that much removal. We have Cold Wraith, which synergizes with Cone of Cold. Just Cone of Cold, though. And Fungalmancer, which synergizes with minions in general. And even though we've picked up a number of spells lately, I would say this deck is largely minion-heavy, particularly for a mage. Seems you guys acknowledge this fact and have picked correctly with the Fungalmancer. Good job on that. I think that's a pretty easy pick, but yeah, you guys got it nonetheless. Alright, here we have Worgen Infiltrator, Tainted Zealot, and we have that Shooting Star, but once again, the Shooting Star is a little bit misplaced now, because we just passed all of the spell damage. All of it. We have like 1 spell damage card in the deck, and now we have Book of Specters, which is anti-spell synergy. So, a little bit of a tough one now, but you guys gotta get those premium 1-drops, boys. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. Premium 1-drops are always very good. Next up, we have Flame Geyser, Plated Beetle, and Tar Creeper. With the extra consideration, I should add that we are nearing the very end of the deck. We do not have that many taunt minions, and we do not have that many spells, and we do not have that many 2-drops, but that is kind of like a 2-drop spell. With these considerations, perhaps you guys can guess correctly. And actually, look at that. The chat distribution perfectly displays the difference in power levels among Hearth Arena's values on the cards. Excellent, boys. Okay. I think without Hearth Arena, I would have picked the Flame Geyser, but whatever. That's why we have Hearth Arena. Okay. And we have some big dudes. I would say we haven't really drafted enough early game, so big dudes are probably what we're looking for. We have Sated Threshodon, which is a good standalone big dude, and we have Frostwolf Warlord, which synergizes with having a lot of small minions, which I would say we have a lot of small minions, actually. And Tome of Intellect, which just is kind of shitty. Actually, it's just pretty fucking terrible. RNG, big dude. Alright, you guys got it. I will say, I think Frostwolf Warlord was notably strong in this deck. I'm surprised Hearthstone doesn't think it's better, but alright. What can I say? Hearthstone knows. Okay. You have another Hildnir Frost Rider, and then 2 cards that cost 2 mana. It's not bad. One's a minion, one's a spell. We do have minion synergy, but we're also lacking removal. Not a lot of people like the Hildnir Frost Rider. Certainly a premium 3-drop, but, well, we are lacking 2s at the same time, so maybe that is why chat is voting this way, and, well, they're correct in voting this way. Look at that. Good job, guys. I kind of like the Plated Beetle, personally. I think I'm going to go with Plated Beetle, even though it's a tie. It's a close call, but I like the minion here. Plated Beetle is just a very strong card. Now we actually just pulled our Spell Jousting card, with the consideration that we have 2 Shifting Scrolls and would automatically lose if we got the Shifting Scrolls, so that's kind of crap. And then we have Plated Beetle, which we acknowledge is a good 2-drop, and then we have Shimmering Tempest, which is also a good 2-drop, I would say. It's more of a cantrip 2-drop, but I feel right now we actually have enough 2-drops to where we don't have to have any more real 2-drops, so I think all 3 of these are actually pretty close. Most of you guys are going with the Shimmering Tempest. Hearthstone seems to think it's the Raven Familiar. I would strongly go with the Shimmering Tempest, okay? And the reason is, I'm not sure Hearthstone realizes that you lose the Joust when you get a Shifting Scroll, and Shifting Scroll is like, it's literally half our spells. Oh, no, maybe a little less? No, it's half, right? What do we have for spells? We have Cone of Cold, Arcane Intellect, and 2 Shifting Scrolls. And Book of Specters. Okay, so it's 40% of our spells insta-lose. So I don't think it's that good. I think I'd rather just get a random spell rather than lose 60% of the time, guaranteed. Like, even when we hit on the other spells, we still could lose those. Alright, let's go with Shimmering Tempest then. Alright, and here we have Omega Defender. We don't have many 4-drops, but it's not exactly a 4-drop. We have Mirror Entity. We don't have much secret... Actually, we have no secret synergy. We have spell anti-synergy, but now we have spell synergy with a Wild Pyro. And Piloted Reaper, which I've never actually seen pull a 2-drop. So I guess that's, something to consider as well. And you guys have considered correctly. Omega Defender it is. Yes. Good cards on curve that are good cards later on are typically very good cards, actually. Good choice. Here we have a Taunt Divine Shield big guy, a Taunt Divine Shield smaller guy, and some guy that dies to everything. The consideration here, I need to stress, is that Lone Champion will not synergize with Corpse Taker, because Corpse Taker needs the card to have it by default. So Lone Champion, even though it's very similar to Sunwalker, has no synergy with Corpse Taker, and Sunwalker has a lot of synergy with Corpse Taker. So that is some consideration. Amalgam's also a mech, yes, but it's not that good of a mech. You guys have chosen correctly, but look at that. Amalgam's only 1 point behind Sunwalker, but again, I typically don't go with the cards that I can like instantly lose the game with, so... Oh wait, that's the last card! Alright. Okay, let us know the deck score. Oh, why would I let you know when we can maybe have a poll on it? Here we go, boys. Here we go. What do you think? What is the deck score of this deck? I think personally this is a pretty high scoring deck, but not like insanely so. I would guess it's about 69 points. I have not looked it up yet. Votes are locked in. It seems the deck score is 65.9. Actually a lot lower than I thought. 26% of people got it. It's not bad. That was fun, wasn't it?